Hey guys, just a quick update. So I did go out again today to the business to try to pay the bill, and once again their system was down. Actually, no, this time the system wasn't down. Yesterday they said the system was down. Yesterday the woman said the system was down. Today there was a guy there, and he said that he couldn't get into the system because his password wasn't working, and he had to reset his entire password, and that I would have to come back later. I practically begged him to just let me wait. I can't come back, is what I said. This is the last time I can come here because, you know, I can't go out again. So, yeah, he said that, well, there was nothing he could do. And I told him that I know this isn't his fault. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it isn't. He didn't look like he was enjoying this. He looked upset and regretful. But I am sure someone is doing this. Maybe someone screwed with his account so that I couldn't pay today. But twice in a row, one day the system being down, the next day the guy's password not working. Someone is doing this on purpose. So I couldn't pay the bills because the system was down. And if you watched my video yesterday, actually I my video yesterday, I made it yesterday and then I uploaded it yesterday, but I kept it on private until today because I was editing it. I cut out a lot of nonsense that it just didn't need to be there. I was upset and I was rambling. So yeah, it wouldn't have showed up until this morning, but I posted it yesterday. But yeah, if you watched my video yesterday, you know that because of the situation, we tend to pay things in person and not online because just when you're a target of organized stalking, you do as little online as possible. That's just how it has to be. And if we do have to pay something online, sometimes, I mean, I do order things online, or sometimes I'll pay a bill over the phone, but then I'll get a prepaid card to do that. But with this particular business, it's better to go in and pay in person. So twice I've attempted to, and twice they said they wouldn't let me once the system was down, and once the guy couldn't get into the system because his password wasn't working. So this was an epic fail, and I can't go out again. It's too risky. It's too risky. I have to protect my mother. I have and it's so we're gonna be in here for now for maybe 2 weeks. We have enough supplies. We have plenty of Lysol, and I still have those face masks that I've had from years ago. I bought some years ago, and I still have a few left. So if I do once in a while need to go out, maybe once every 2 weeks, we'll see what happens to get supplies or something. I can do that relatively safely. Um, anyway, today, even as I left, though, it was just, even though I was wearing my mask, I got into the elevator, and a woman was in there, and she's one of the managers, and I started talking to her, and she started coughing a very wet cough, and I just said, oh my, or something like that, and she said, I know, and she got off before the first floor, and I got off the elevator. I got off the elevator right then with her, and I took the stairs down because I didn't want to be in a closed off elevator with all of that. She had just coughed something wet up. So yeah, I just yeah. So I took the stairs down instead. And even though I was wearing the mask, you never know because this is just it's not what is it, an N something, it's not the it's just it does say it protects from the spread of viruses and infections, but it's not what medical personnel are being told to wear. So it's not good enough. So even though it might provide some protection, I always worry. So yeah, it's too stressful. And then coming back to once again having to sanitize everything. It took me an hour, over an hour, once I got back to sanitize everything, and including myself. Throwing all the clothes that I wore outside in a dirty bag, Lysoling the soles of my shoes, and it takes too long. So this is it. I'm not going to try to go out again and pay that bill. The gang stalkers love that. They love that. Anyway, so I spent the last hour and a half, closer to 2 hours, sanitizing and Lysoling at myself and everything in the door and in my shoes, and I took a shower and I changed clothes a few times because I was afraid of cross contamination. And then once I was fully done and changed, I looked at the garbage and I realized there was contaminated. I had my face mask in the garbage, and I nearly cried at that point because now I decided to take out everything that could be contaminated, including the garbage. Yes, I have to worry that the garbage is clean enough. Because with my mother, sometimes she'll go and she'll stick her hand in the garbage. So I, I, I almost cried. I went, I took it out again, and then I changed my clothes again. So, yeah, so I'm gonna be in here for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not going out again. This is just too much. Anyway, that's just a brief update. Just a brief update. I hope you all are safe. Stay well.